We've discovered 50 new island spawns that you'll be desperate to survive on. From the simplest, most peaceful survival islands ever found, to the rarest islands you could ever spawn on, here are the top 50 Minecraft survival island seeds for 2025. Starting with a spawn that gives you everything you need for that classic survival island experience. Trees to get you started with resources, a nice beach for watching the waves roll in, a few animals to keep you company, and endless ocean all around you, as far as the eye can see. This one even comes with an exposed cave entrance that leads you down to a cavern that would be perfect for setting up a storage room under your island. It's strange how perfect this cave is. It's almost like someone has lived on this island before. This seed spawns you on the chillest village island in Minecraft. If you thought an island survival was relaxing before, just wait until you're fishing while listening to the crackles of a campfire, or picking berries while foxes roam all around you. And if you often feel that island life gets a bit lonely, don't worry. On this island, you'll always have villagers coming up to you, staring you dead in the eye while you're trying to farm their carrots, and letting out that soothing sound that we all crave. There's only one biome in Minecraft that could make a survival island more peaceful than they already are, and that's a flower forest. Sure, you're stuck here forever, stranded in the middle of the ocean, but at least you've got loads of flowers to add a nice pop of colour to your lifelong island home. You may be isolated thousands of blocks away from the mainland, but that doesn't stop this island feeling like it's packed full with life. I think this is the perfect island spawn for those of us who aren't blessed with unbelievable building skills. Instead of ruining your island with an ugly dirt hut, this one has a giant luxurious mansion already built for you. It's got a dense dark forest, a nice little beach, a beautiful home with ocean views, and even a couple of exposed lush caves for you to explore. But you won't believe some of the mansion islands that are still yet to come. There's two main reasons why people love survival island spawns: the challenge of surviving with limited resources, and that somewhat comforting feeling of complete isolation. This island gives you just that. There's no mainland for thousands of blocks in any direction. The only land you'll see will be the mushroom islands that seem to circle all around you. This island comes with just one singular oak tree, but there's a good amount of space for building, so chop it down, pray for some saplings, and turn this mound of dirt into your dream ocean empire. Coming up later in the video, I've got some survival island spawns that would be perfect for a multiplayer world like this insane island that comes with 4 shipwrecks. The easiest and best way to play on one of these seeds with your friends is by grabbing yourself a Minecraft server from Wise Hosting. Wise Hosting offers the most powerful, affordable, and reliable servers for every type of player. So, whether you're on Java Edition, Bedrock Edition, Pocket Edition, or even Nintendo Switch, you're guaranteed the best server experience for your friends and family. Wise Hosting has the easiest to use game panel that gives you total control over your server. You can choose from a huge selection of mods and install them with just one click. And there's even a live player manager feature that is exclusive to Wise Hosting, where you can control players' inventories, statistics, and loads more. They've also got the best support teams that are on hand 24/7 to help out if you run into any issues. So, go start your new Minecraft server on Wise Hosting now by clicking the link in the description and use code CHILL for 25% off your first month, and start your new forever world right away. And now, let's get back to the islands. This seed spawns you on a cliff-top bamboo jungle island that is covered in iron ore to help you get off to a great start. Take a ride down your island's waterfall and you'll discover an amazing lush cave that cuts right through the middle of the island. You can go from one side of the island all the way to the other, and in the middle of that cave is an entrance to an even deeper cave with an absolutely ginormous cavern that has so much building potential. What do you think is harder to find? A village on an island, or 2 villages that have joined together? How about 2 villages that have joined together on an island? This is one of the rarest village islands ever discovered, and I just love how the villages connect with the pre-generated bridges that cross a ravine in the middle of the island. Whosever idea it was to bring back ravines to Minecraft, thank you. This island seed is a bit larger, giving you plenty of room for building, but it also comes with a cherry grove biome right in the middle, giving this island a really nice tranquil feel. Whenever you need a break from the stress of the real world, just hop onto this island and look out over the ocean while getting showered with cherry petals. This one really is the perfect escape. Before we move on to something crazy, here's another island spawn that is as simple as it's gonna get. If you're after the bare minimum that you need to survive, this one is for you. It's just a tiny island with tiny animals and one singular tiny tree. There'll be a lot of players thinking you're crazy for picking this one, but for some of us, this is all we need. This seed spawns you just off the coast from not one, but two mansion islands that have unbelievably generated right next to each other. With these mansion islands being so close together, I think this would be the ultimate island seed for two friends. Just imagine claiming an island each, transforming each mansion into your own unique base, and then building a bridge, connecting them so that you can easily travel back and forth to each other's islands whenever you want. This seed spawns you on a nice simple island with just a few trees, but there's loads of building potential underneath the surface that you need to check out. Surrounding the island, you've got a huge coral reef with warm water that is cut through the island with a waterfall that leads you down into a spacious cave under the island. It's always nice to have an island with building potential both above and below ground to keep you busy. This is my favourite jungle survival island because it is almost generated in a perfect circle. With beach on one side, spacious sparse jungle in the middle, and a nice bamboo forest, it's the perfect spawn island for a tropical paradise. Surrounding you is nothing but ocean and a few mushroom islands, and right in the centre of the island, you've got an entrance to a big lush cave system for you to explore. If you're looking for a chill and peaceful village island spawn, I think I've got the best one for you. The island village comes with just 5 houses, which means the island is nice and quiet, not too busy, but still enough life to keep you company. There's a large mixed forest, spacious plains for building next to the village, and even a ruined portal too. If one village isn't enough for you, check out this seed that spawns you on an island with 3 villages close by. You'll spawn right next to the first village, which sits inside of a cherry grove, and you'll be able to spot the second village at the far end of the island. You can find the third village on a separate, smaller island close by. Maybe you could connect all 3 and turn this spawn into one big ocean city. If birch trees are your thing, here's the perfect survival island spawn for you. It's a tall birch tree island with some beautiful sandy shores that are nice and flat, perfect for building some fishing huts. If you'd like something more tropical, you'll be able to spot a jungle island in the background, which is possibly the biggest bamboo island I've ever seen. You don't often come across swamp islands, so this is definitely the craziest swamp island you'll ever spawn on. As well as surviving on an island full of frogs, you'll also have to put up with witches and pillagers, because this one has a witch hut inside of a pillager outpost. What's even stranger is this cobblestone pillar which is under one of the lily pads. Or maybe that's just a bug. Let me know. Does this happen for you too? This seed spawns you on a jungle island with both a village and a jungle temple, so you'll have lots of trading to do, and a unique island structure to transform into your base. What I like most about this island is the way the water flows into the middle of the island. It gives you a perfect opportunity to build a dock or an ocean entrance where you can sail out on adventures. Here's another perfectly simple survival island for those of you craving that stripped-back Minecraft experience. A small mixed forest, a nice-sized beach, and nothing but ocean for miles in any direction. It's perfect. The ultimate survival island atmosphere, making you feel like you're alone on the only chunk of land in this entire Minecraft world. If you'd like to try something a bit different, how about challenging yourself to see how long you can survive on a mangrove survival island? This one gives you an island experience with a unique overgrown vibe. Walking through the thick vegetation out onto the bright sandy beach actually feels like a really nice contrast. I don't think I've seen anyone build on an island with mangrove wood before, so make sure you let me know if you do. This is the most isolated village island you can spawn on. There's literally no mainland for over 1,000 blocks in any direction. But the best thing about this village island is actually what you can find beyond this ruined portal. Hop on into the Nether and you'll be able to find a piglin bastion super close to spawn. If you plan on exploring the Nether on your survival island world, this one would be the perfect choice. This seed spawns you on a large dark oak island with both a woodland mansion and a jungle temple. Underneath both of these structures, you can find entrances to a giant lush cave system that expands throughout the entire island. So maybe you could craft a long lush tunnel that connects the mansion to the temple. I know I'm a bit late on this one, but this seed spawns you on the perfect Christmas tree island. The old growth spruce biome has always been really calming to explore, so combining that with island life will give you a super chill spawn. Build a log cabin right here in the center, set yourself up a campfire, live off the land, hang out with the foxes, and become this island's protector. This is one that I'd never want to leave. This is the perfect spawn for pretending that you've been hit by a storm and just woken up on a desert island in the middle of the ocean. The shipwreck that comes with this survival island gives you some nice lore for figuring out how you ended up here, and it also gives you some nice shelter for your first night on the island. This island also has a super deep ravine for when you're ready for an underwater base. This seed spawns you next to 2 woodland mansions that are both on the same island. If you'd like to try and share an island with a friend and have some cool pre-built homes, this would be such a fun island to try. One of the mansions even sits on a pale garden biome, while the other mansion drops into a lush cave that seems to expand throughout the entire island. If you're down for a challenge, we've managed to find a super rare Badlands survival island that will take your island survival difficulty to the next level. Thankfully, this one comes with a couple of trees, and with all of the new features coming to the Badlands soon, it could be good timing to give this one a try. If you're looking for the perfect island for building on, this is one of the flattest and most spacious survival islands I've ever been suggested. This island was almost completely covered in sunflowers too, which gives it a really pleasant feel. I almost wouldn't want to build here because it's so nice. To top it off, you also got shipwrecks poking out of the water and a large mushroom island close by. For all you Acacia fans out there, I think this is the best Savannah island that you could spawn on. Not only does it come with a village, but it also has an epic windswept mountain that has plenty of building potential. Climbing up the mountain, you'll find caves and even waterfalls, and right at the very top, you've got the ultimate spot to build a base to watch over the village and the surrounding ocean. If you're after something small and tropical, it doesn't get any better than this. This seed spawns you on a jungle island with a river that cuts right through the middle of the island. I love how the beach is generated on this one. It acts like a natural path that leads you through the island's bamboo forest to a small patch of jungle that feels like it's protected by all of the bamboo around it. Here's another forest island for those of you looking for something chill. This one has a small meadow hill that would be the perfect spot for your home. I think it would be so nice to live up here and watch over your island and the surrounding ocean. It seems like there's loads of caves to explore on this one too, and there's a river that cuts through the island, which would be perfect for building some small bridges. This seed spawns you on an island with amazing features both above and below it. On the surface, you'll begin your survival island inside of a village, so you'll have plenty of company and loads of trading to keep you busy. This one even comes with a giant ruined portal, so maybe you could challenge yourself to try and complete it. Below the island, you can drop into a ravine that seems to get bigger and bigger the further you go down. I wonder what you might be able to find down here. Here's another seed to add to your collection of super simple island spawns if you're looking for something minimal and laid back. This one just has one singular tree, so you'll get off to a slow start, but that's the charm of seeds like these. The island is flat and spacious, but once you've got a few saplings planted, I'm sure you'll have enough materials to fill this one with builds. This is Minecraft's best island spawn for those of you who want to leave your island occasionally to explore. This island is surrounded by every overworld biome in the game within plus or minus 1,360 blocks from spawn. So if you can't decide between a survival island playthrough or an epic survival adventure, this one gives you the perfect combination. This seed spawns you on a tiny Savannah survival island, but you won't believe the biggest secret that lies underneath it. With just 2 trees, you'd never expect there to be 2 structures underneath this one too. Dig straight down and you'll eventually drop into a trial chamber that is attached to an abandoned mineshaft. This seed spawns you on a mixed forest survival island with 3 different wood types. With oak, birch and spruce, you'll have plenty of options when it comes to building. As well as being surrounded by nothing but ocean, this one caught my eye because of the ravine that cuts through the island. Maybe you could use this as an entrance to an underground base. You'd never guess that this seed was an island spawn because it spawns you halfway down into a deep lush cave. Climb up the waterfall and you'll find yourself on a dark oak island surrounded by mushroom islands. Imagine building a base right at the bottom of this lush cave and being able to ride down the waterfall to get to it. Here's another seed with 2 mansion islands right next to each other, giving you the ultimate start to a new multiplayer world. The great thing about this one is not only are these mansions right at spawn, but you actually spawn on top of one of the mansions. Maybe you could turn one into your home and the other into a giant storage room. What would you do with 2 woodland mansions? This seed spawns you on an island with 4 different tree types, including a pale garden biome which is generated right in the center of the island. This is the perfect seed if you want to survive on an island with Minecraft's newest biome. I'm not sure I'd like to be stranded in the middle of the ocean with just the creaking for company, but maybe some of you are crazy enough to try it. This seed spawns you on a large and spacious plains island with just 1 oak tree, giving you a really nice sense of endless possibilities. There's so much space and so much you could do. Starting with just 1 tree, you'll get a nice feeling of accomplishment once you slowly manage to transform this place. What are the first 3 things that you would build on your survival island? Here's a survival island with some terrain that's a bit more challenging. It's another crazy windswept savanna island with overhangs, waterfalls, and epic vantage points. If you manage to climb to the very top, you'll be rewarded with some great views of a mushroom island. And there are some cool caves up here for you to build your cave base too. This seed spawns you inside of a pale garden right next to a giant ruined portal. Explore a bit more and you'll find yourself on a 10 biome island. Birch forest, old growth birch, forest, pale garden, sparse jungle, bamboo, dark forest, stony shore, and a beach. If you're looking for an island with a bit of diversity, this could be the one. Most islands will have you surviving down by sea level, but this Tall Cliffs Island will spawn you high above the ocean. The cliffs are nice and flat too, so there's potential to build loads of cliff-faced bases all around the island so that you can look out over the ocean. It's also a great seed if you're an avid diver. Just watch out for the ocean monument. There's also a convenient cave system that winds all the way from the top of the island down to the ocean below. This survival island seed really makes you feel like you're alone in the middle of the ocean. It's got the ultimate survival island atmosphere. There are literally no land masses in sight in any direction you turn. It's like this island is the only land available in this Minecraft world. Standing atop your mixed forest or even on your sandy beach, all you'll see around you are calm blue waters. This is the perfect forest survival island. I just love how the beach circles the forest all the way around, giving it a natural island feel. It's also a really nice contrast when you're exploring through your dark forest and suddenly get hit by the light of your sunny sands. I also found a cave entrance in the middle of the forest with tunnels that seem to go on forever. Let me know if you find anything down there. Up next is an unbelievable discovery which will allow you to spawn on a witch hut survival island. You actually spawned right on the doorstep of the witch hut. That poor witch is probably trying to do a survival island playthrough herself, and now you've come along and ruined it. If you ever wanted a survival island with a witch hut, this is definitely going to be your best opportunity. This is the perfect tropical survival island. It's got a super small jungle biome with a good sized beach and 2 extra tall trees that would be perfect for building some island tree houses. Chill down on the beach with tropical wildlife or look out over the ocean from your jungle treehouse. It doesn't get much better than this. This seed spawns you on a forest island with a ruined portal. The island is covered in stone and gravel, but it gets a lot more lively when you head down below your island. Drop into the exposed caves and you'll find a never-ending lush cave system underneath your island spawn. Honestly, I've been flying around at max speed in creative mode and it just doesn't stop. This is my favourite mansion island for 2025. It's right at spawn. You get 2 mansions for the price of 1, and there's a pale garden biome right in the middle. To top that off, there's even a couple of ruined portals and loads of lush caves to drop into too. So whether you want to transform an island, take over a woodland mansion, explore other dimensions, or even adventure down into Minecraft's deepest depths, you can do it all on the same seed. I think this is the only survival island I've ever seen with an eroded Badlands biome. This island actually comes with 3 biomes because there's savanna and plains too. Combine that with a huge coral reef, mushroom island close by, and some interesting terrain features, and you've got a cool and unique survival island that you should try out. We all dream of that perfect shipwreck survival island, but what if I told you that this seed spawns you on an island with not 1, but 4 shipwrecks? Each shipwreck is a different style, and they can be found in each of your island's 4 corners. I think this would be a really fun seed for a group of 4 friends where you each have to transform one of the shipwrecks into your starter base. This is my favourite survival island seed for 2025, not only because of how simple it is, but because of how flat it is. It's the flattest survival island I've ever walked on, which makes it super friendly for beginner builders like me. This seed is super nostalgic. It reminds me of older versions of Minecraft. Survival islands are all about relaxing for me, and I think this would be the perfect choice. Which of these survival island spawns did you like best? If you'd like to share any of them with your friends, remember to check out Wise Hosting by using the link in the description below. If you'd rather survive on a mountain island, click on the video on screen now for the best mountain islands we've ever discovered.